My name is Koki Kawaguchi. I'm 26 years old and I work at a company with about 90 employees that sell food products online. There are all kinds of tasks, but I work with client management.
Kawaguchi-san.
Ma'am, how can I help you?
You deleted the clientele list about 4 years ago. Right around this time of year, right?
Yes, sorry about that whole incident.
There are more clients than back then, so make sure you don't screw up like that again.
I'll be careful, ma'am.
He has been working diligently after that. Please don't talk to him like that to add pressure and stress. What is your problem? We're just making small talk.
Mikasa-san, thank you.
Don't mention it.
I screwed up big time when I started working at this company. At the time, the client's information were on multiple Excel sheets, and I was working on consolidating them into one, but I deleted the file that was almost completed. I tried to recover the file, but then my PC froze. I was panicked, and so the file completely got deleted on accident. I don't know why I didn't just report it to my boss immediately. I deeply regretted everything. I was chewed out heavily as well. I thought that I had to commit seppuku with how guilty I was, but then the project manager at the time saved me.
Luckily, we have the files that were there before they were being consolidated, so we will remake the new file from scratch. We will make sure to not let it get in the way of our regular duties or the other employees, so please, forgive him. I can't believe that he would make such a careless mistake. It might be in our mutual best interest if we just let him go now. He's just a new grad. I don't think so. This is easily recovered. We can fix this mistake.
Thanks to her saving me, we finished the file. The other employees also complimented me for saving the situation, and I felt relieved. I can't thank her enough for the chance she gave me. 4 years went by and she became the manager. She is still my boss to this day. The reason I'm able to keep working here is thanks to her. I want to keep working with her because she has my back. Honestly, I was in love with her. That's why I wanted to keep working for her as her employee, but I don't want to do anything that would cause her extra stress. I'm gonna become a man that can do things right and tell her how I feel. Or so I thought. How does this happen? I collapsed at work and ended up staying in hospital for 2 weeks. What the hell? Mikasa-san was the one that came with me to the hospital when I collapsed, I think. I'm just a pain in the neck. 2 weeks, I was ordered to bed rest at the hospital. I felt so guilty about what I did to her, and I just wanted to get out in a hurry to apologize. I did my best to heal up, and finally, it was the day that I could make it back into the office. But then I felt like collapsing first thing after making it back to the office again. Huh? She's gonna quit? Why?
Her and the CEO got in a big fight while you were gone. Mikasa-san decided she would quit right then and there. She's using her PTO up now.
What did they fight about?
Oh, it was just the usual at first. The CEO was just being insane as usual, and Mikasa-san was just saying things that made complete sense. But for some reason, the CEO wasn't backing down that day. She said that if Mikasa-san didn't agree with the company policy, she should quit.
I'm gonna make my case with her.
Huh? You realize that she's just gonna tell you that she should quit too, right?
Then I'll quit.
What?
The CEO was very good at her job, and she is the reason the company has grown into what it is today. But there are a lot of employees who are tired of her tyranny. She orders employees around, knowing full well that they're above what we can handle, so Mikasa would often butt heads with her. That night, I called Mikasa-san.
Hello? Kawaguchi-kun? Are you okay? How are you doing?
Thank you, and I'm so sorry for everything. I'm okay now, though. I was able to leave the hospital fine.
Great. I'm so glad to hear that.
Mikasa-san, I went to the office today and heard what happened.
Oh, I see. Sorry. I know it's all so sudden.
Don't apologize. I'm gonna be quitting as well.
What? What?
I ended up meeting up with Mikasa-san and going out for drinks.
What happened?
Well, I went to complain to the CEO.
Huh? Why don't you quit too then?
I will. So, yeah, I don't have any regrets. It's not your fault either, so don't worry.
But Still, we are in different positions.
What do you mean?
I mean, I guess I can tell you now, but I was considering my options from about 2 years ago. I was getting things ready to quit and start my own business.
Really?
Yeah, so I just thought that it was a great opportunity for me to just cut ties and leave. So I'm a little worried about you just quitting on a whim. What are you going to do?
Can I work with you?
Huh?
I want to help out with your company. I don't care if I make less pay. I don't care if I'm not off as often. Please, let me work with you.
What? But it's a completely different field. Are you sure about this?
I don't care. I haven't been able to repay you for what you did for me. Please, let me help you.
Kawaguchi-kun.
So, what kind of field am I going to be working in?
Well, it's a bento store.
A bento store?
You don't have to work with me.
No, I want to work with you. What do you need me to do?
Well, how about you go study up on how to run a company for me?
Copy that. I used my PTO up to study everything that I could about the basics of running a company after I quit my old job. I was training at Mikasa-san's parents' company that also sold bento. I learned about this when I set out to help her with her bento store. It was a pretty big store, actually. For 2 months, I was about to learn the process of stocking and purchasing goods. Kawaguchi-kun, you're so quick to pick up on things. Want to keep working for us?
Hey, don't say things like that, sweetie. You're going to make Harumi mad too.
True.
Harumi has a tendency to really just tunnel vision when she gets into things, so make sure to look after her for us.
Ma'am! While I was training, Mikasa-san was preparing the store. Wow, it's much bigger than I expected.
Yeah, we're going to have 4 employees, including myself and you. We've also decided on 5 part-time employees as well.
Wow, and you've already got the necessary certifications for opening a bento store too. You are on top of the game, Mikasa-san.
I mean, you've already learned and mastered everything that I wanted you to. Dad was also praising you for how well you cook.
I guess it paid off to live alone and train, huh?
So, we are all prepared now. I'm so excited about what's to come.
Mikasa-san was completely prepared, so the bento store was off to the races. It was in a great place and the flavors were great too. The bento was priced fairly and the store was full of customers quickly. Thankfully, we were busy every day. That customer and this customer, they've been coming every day since we opened. Ma'am, I just want to tell you that our customers have been thanking us today as well for how good everything tastes.
Yeah, it's so nice. I'm glad to hear that, you know? Oh yeah, I want you to start working sales and working as a manager for the store. Is that okay?
Are you sure? I mean, I love that opportunity.
Yeah, I want you to do it. And I have a place I want you to go. I think you'll be working through lunch if you go now, so just take this bento with you.
Wow, you prepared a bento for me? Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Maybe it's because I started working outside sales. She started preparing bento for me every day. I would eat the store bento to recharge and I started working hard on my job. 8 months later, we opened the first store, and we were already opening up another store. We also worked together with a frozen foods company to start developing a frozen bento. It was a huge hit, and in a year's time, we had a 3rd store opening up at the mall. A year and a half, we started working with a chain supermarket to start selling our bento. 2 years later, we had 6 bento stores around the country. Then, something incredible happened.
Mikasa-san,
Huh? Ma'am?
I'm so sorry about everything before. I cannot believe what I said and did as someone who was in a leader role. I'm so terribly sorry for all of the trouble I caused you. So, what can I help you with? I'm so sorry, ma'am, but I'd love to sell your products on our website. Is that possible?
What? How dare you? Please leave.
Sure.
Huh? Mikasa-san?
We were considering our options selling online as well.
Hang on, we've got 5 other sites that are making offers to sell our products. Why would we choose our previous company of all companies?
Kawaguchi-kun, the CEO seems to have really changed the way she thinks after we quit. I was talking to a lot of the other coworkers from our old office, and they kept telling me about how she changed. And I know that the business is struggling with how many new EC sites are popping up. Seems like she really has thought about what she did and apologized from the bottom of her heart. We bumped heads then, but why not fix a relationship if we can, huh?
Mikasa-san, she gave me a chance like this too.
Will you be willing to follow me, Kaguchi-kan?
Yes, of course. If that's what you believe in, I'll trust it too.
Thank you. Thank you both so much.
That's how we started exclusively selling our product on our previous employer's website. Our old company has made a recovery thanks to our products. My previous CEO apologized to me as well, and I could tell she really did change. The CEO started making her own suggestions on how we could improve our sales as well. We have a good relationship now. The employees are all happy to see that insane CEO really change, huh? I think I wouldn't have quit if she wasn't horrible like that too.
If you weren't here, then I wouldn't have pushed our bento like this. It probably wouldn't have grown into what the company has grown into now.
Huh?
You were here, so I was able to quit. Don't talk about what would have happened if you quit.
Sorry.
Hey, Kawaguchi-kun,
Yes?
I've always liked you from when we were at our old company. Did you know that?
Huh?
The bento I made for you every day? It's not the store's bento. I've handmade it for you every day.
Huh? Really? I knew that it tasted better than the bento at the store. It's definitely because my crush made it for me.
Huh?
I've always liked you too. Would you like to go out with me?
Yeah.
I love Mikasa Harumi-san because she is kind and great to everyone. I'm gonna continue providing great bento to everyone with her.
They bumped heads, but I'm sure they agreed that they were both great at what they did. It all worked out in the end, huh? I hope they continue to provide great bentos for the world. Thank you for watching. What did you guys think of today's story? Let me know in the comments section. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.